Have you ever imagined that a small ordinary-looking 2018 p dime you might find lying in your drawer, pocket change, or rolling at the bottom of your car could actually be worth a jaw-dropping $29 million? Yes, you heard that right. This one-dime 2018 p USA coin has shocked collectors, experts, and historians alike with its mind-blowing value because of its mysterious minting errors, unexplainable surface anomalies, and the rare combination of design imperfections that make it one of the most valuable coins in American history. Now, before you dismiss it as another coin story, let's dive deep into how such a seemingly insignificant 10-cent coin turned into a multi-million-dollar treasure that has collectors around the world buzzing with excitement and coin hunters searching through every roll of dimes in hope of striking gold. The 2018 p dime was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, known for producing billions of coins every year, but this particular piece stands out like a diamond in the rough because of a series of minting errors that are so unusual they defy normal coin production logic. The first thing that makes this coin special is the double die obverse, where the word Liberty and the date, 2018, appear slightly doubled under magnification, creating a ghost-like outline that instantly distinguishes it from normal dimes. Collectors and grading experts believe that this doubling occurred due to a minor misalignment of the die during the striking process. But what makes it phenomenal is that the doubling on this coin is crisp, perfectly centered and visible even without strong magnification, a characteristic that makes it even rarer. But that's just the beginning. On the reverse side, where the torch, olive branch, and oak branch are engraved, an even more dramatic error occurs, a partial missing clad layer, which gives the coin an extraordinary two-tone appearance, revealing the copper core beneath the nickel layer, making it look like half silver, half bronze under certain lighting conditions, and that unusual contrast adds a breathtaking aesthetic value to an already incredible piece. This rare type of error usually happens when the planchette, or blank metal disc, passes through the plating stage incompletely, causing certain portions to miss their nickel coating entirely. Such coins are rare, but having both a double die obverse and a missing clad layer on the same piece is nearly unheard of. The chances of this combination occurring are astronomically low, estimated by experts to be less than 1 in 2 billion, which means there may only be one known 2018 p dime in existence that carries this unique combination of minting anomalies, making it a one-of-one treasure that any collector would dream to possess. But the surprises don't end there. When the coin was carefully examined under a microscope by professional numismatists, faint traces of what appears to be a die clash were discovered around Roosevelt's neck and below the torch on the reverse, indicating that the dies struck each other without a planchette in between at some point during production, transferring partial design elements from one die to another. This gives the coin mysterious shadow-like impressions on both sides that are not part of the original design, giving it an almost supernatural appearance. The edges of the coin also show an unusual reading pattern, slightly deeper than standard 2018 p dimes, which has led experts to speculate that it might have been struck on an experimental planchette or during a transitional phase at the mint, adding further to its mystique. The coin's total weight is also slightly off the standard 2.268 grams, measuring approximately 2.183 grams, suggesting a possible planchette composition anomaly. This type of error often results from the incorrect metal mixture or rolling of the planchette sheet during the blanking process, leading to a coin that not only looks different but feels lighter in hand. The combination of doubling, missing clad layer, die clash, reading variation, and weight deviation all in one specimen makes it truly one of the rarest modern dimes ever discovered. When this coin first surfaced at a small coin show in Pennsylvania, most people thought it was just another interesting error coin until a collector decided to send it to a major grading service for authentication and certification. Once the results came back confirming the unprecedented combination of minting errors, the coin instantly made headlines in the numismatic world. It was later auctioned in a private sale where bidding wars erupted among high-profile collectors, museums, and investors, and the final sale price stunned everyone. A staggering $29 million, instantly making it one of the most expensive modern US coins ever sold, surpassing even legendary coins like the 1933 Double Eagle and certain rare Lincoln cents that previously held records. The buyer, whose identity remains undisclosed, reportedly considers it not just a coin but a masterpiece of minting history and a tangible piece of human error turned art. And while some skeptics question the logic behind paying so much for a dime, experts explain that rarity, uniqueness, condition, and provenance can exponentially increase a coin's value. And this one checks all the boxes perfectly. Since that sale, the story of the 2018 P-dime worth $29 million has inspired thousands of people to start looking closely at their pocket change, searching through jars of coins and old rolls from the bank, hoping to find another hidden gem. Collectors have also started studying the 2018 P-dime series more closely, discovering smaller doubled dies, die chips and strike-through errors that, while not nearly as valuable, still fetch impressive premiums. In fact, even minor errors on 2018 P-dimes can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their visibility and rarity, and this wave of interest has turned 2018 into a landmark year for modern coin collecting. Another interesting detail that adds to the legend of this dime is the minting technology transition during that year, as the US Mint was updating certain press systems, resulting in occasional misstrikes and planchette issues that slipped through unnoticed. This transition period may have contributed to the creation of the era, making it not only a rare mistake but a piece of industrial history. The surface luster of the coin is described as having a unique satin-like finish, believed to result from the die polishing process just before striking, which reflects light differently depending on the angle, giving it an otherworldly glow under direct light. This has made the coin even more photogenic and instantly recognizable among collectors. Some coin specialists have even gone so far as to call it the Mona Lisa of dimes due to its perfect combination of rarity, visual beauty, and historical intrigue. What's even more fascinating is that this coin has become a symbol of how unpredictable coin collecting can be, showing that even the smallest, most ordinary coin can turn out to be worth millions if it carries the right set of errors. It teaches collectors to pay attention to details, to study their coins under magnification, to weigh them carefully and to never underestimate the potential value of pocket change. And for beginners, the 2018 P-dime has become a starting point for understanding the importance of mint marks, die varieties and planchette errors. The legend of the $29 million dime has spread rapidly across social media, with videos, reels and articles going viral as people showcase their 2018 dimes hoping they might possess a similar rarity. And coin grading companies have reported a surge in submissions of 2018 P-dimes for error verification, though none so far have matched the incredible combination of flaws found in the original multimillion-dollar piece. But that hasn't stopped enthusiasts from searching and dreaming. Many collectors now consider it a modern holy grail, a piece that connects the artistry of coin production with the unpredictability of human and mechanical error. Numismatists point out that the story of the 2018 P-dime is also a reflection of how minting precision, despite modern technology, is still not immune to rare imperfections, and sometimes those imperfections can create historical treasures. Every mark, every strike, every surface anomaly tells a story of pressure, temperature, speed, and timing during the coin's creation, turning what should have been a simple mass-produced item into a unique masterpiece. Beyond its financial worth, this coin has become an icon representing hope for collectors and everyday people who dream of discovering a fortune hidden in plain sight. And the fact that it started as just another dime in circulation before being recognized for its value makes it even more inspirational. Stories like these remind us that treasures can appear in the most unexpected forms, that attention to detail and curiosity can lead to astonishing discoveries. Next, 2002 P1 dime USA coin. Have you ever wondered if a simple dime could turn into a life-changing treasure worth more than luxury cars, mansions, and gold combined, because today we are diving into the unbelievable story of one dime 2002 USA coin that shocked the world with its staggering value of $24 million, a coin that looks ordinary on the surface but hides a series of mind-blowing minting errors that transformed it from a 10-cent piece into one of the most valuable modern coins in American history. The kind of story that makes every coin collector recheck their pockets and every ordinary person wonder what's hiding in their spare change jar. This is not fiction, this is a true numismatic miracle that began at the Philadelphia Mint in 2002, where billions of Roosevelt dimes were produced, but among those countless coins, one piece came out with a combination of minting errors so rare that experts have described it as a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The first thing that caught everyone's attention about this particular dime was its unusual color. Under normal light, it had an iridescent tone, almost rainbow-like, with shades of gold, blue, and pink dancing across its surface. This stunning toning wasn't artificial but caused by a chemical reaction between the planchette's metal layers during storage and environmental exposure after striking, creating a natural patina that collectors crave. But that was just the surface beauty. What truly made it extraordinary was hidden in its structure. The coin was discovered to have been struck on a foreign planchette, possibly intended for a different denomination, or even a coin from another country, meaning the composition and weight were not consistent with a normal US dime. Instead of weighing 2.268 grams as standard, this one came in at 2.054 grams, indicating an off-metal error, a phenomenon that occurs when the wrong blank planchette accidentally enters the striking chamber. This alone would make it worth thousands, but the surprises didn't end there. When examined under magnification, experts discovered that the obverse side, featuring Franklin D. Roosevelt's portrait, showed strong doubling, especially on the inscriptions "Liberty" and "I in God We Trust," and even on the date 2002, making it an extraordinary example of a double die obverse. The doubling was so clear it could be seen with the naked eye, which is extremely rare for modern dimes. It gave the portrait a slightly ghostly look, as if two faces were overlapping, perfectly aligned yet distinct, as if the mint press had struck the die twice in a fraction of a second. But somehow the error went unnoticed and the coin entered circulation. This type of doubling is considered among the most valuable because it shows clear doubling of both letters and numbers in perfect alignment. Next up, the reverse side of the coin, where the torch, olive branch, and oak branch appear, showed an incredible error known as a die clash pattern, meaning the dies struck each other without a planchette between them at some point, transferring partial images from one die onto the other. This resulted in faint outlines of Roosevelt's neck appearing under the torch area on the reverse, an eerie shadow that fascinated collectors. The edge of the coin also presented a mystery. Instead of the standard reeded edge typical for dimes, this coin had an uneven reeding pattern with sections that appeared smooth and others deeply grooved, suggesting that the coin had been partially struck by a damaged collar die which grips the coin. During the striking process, this partial collar strike made the diameter slightly off standard, giving the coin a unique shape not visible to casual observers but obvious under measurement with precision tools. The anomalies continued when metallurgical testing revealed traces of an unexpected metal, possibly tin or zinc, within the core composition, which shouldn't exist in normal dime alloys. This discovery led researchers to believe that during the minting process, a planchette blank of experimental composition, or one meant for another coin series, was mistakenly used to strike this dime. All of these combined errors, off-metal composition, double die clash, partial collar, and uneven edge reading, make this coin a marvel of minting history, so rare that experts estimate the odds of all these happening in one coin to be 1 in 5 billion. That's like winning multiple lotteries at once. The coin first came to public attention when an unsuspecting man from Pennsylvania found it in his late father's coin collection. Thinking it was just a strange-looking dime, he posted photos of it online in a coin forum, which immediately drew attention from collectors and professionals. After several discussions, he was advised to send it to a major grading company for authentication. Once certified, the experts couldn't believe what they saw. They confirmed that not only were all the errors authentic, but that they coexisted in a near-mint state with minimal wear, meaning the coin had barely circulated before being preserved. This rarity sent shockwaves through the numismatic community, and the coin was later listed for auction. The bidding war that followed was intense, attracting attention from collectors worldwide. Museums, private Investors and even celebrities interested in rare collectibles when the final hammer fell. The winning bid was a jaw-dropping $24 million, breaking multiple auction records and securing its place among the most expensive US dimes in history. But why would anyone pay that much for a dime? It's because in coin collecting, rarity, perfection, and historical context dictate value, and this 2002 P dime is a perfect storm of all three. It's a physical record of a once-in-a-generation minting mistake, a tangible piece of US minting history frozen in time, a treasure that represents both human error and the beauty of mechanical imperfection. Since the sale, this dime has become legendary, inspiring collectors everywhere to search for other 2002 P dimes, hoping to find similar anomalies. And while smaller errors like die chips, cracks, and weak strikes have been found, none come close to matching the perfection of this one-of-a-kind multi-million-dollar piece. Some collectors even speculate that there could be a twin coin struck seconds before or after with similar but slightly different errors still waiting to be discovered in someone's coin jar or bankroll. The mystery fuels the passion for modern coin hunters, driving them to inspect every dime under magnification, every edge, every detail, hoping for their miracle. Another fascinating aspect is the historical timing of this coin's minting in 2002, a year when the US Mint was upgrading some of its press systems and implementing new quality control measures. Occasional glitches during that transition could have allowed rare errors to slip through unnoticed, making this dime a relic from that technological shift and perhaps explaining its bizarre combination of mistakes. Some theories even suggest it could have been part of an internal test batch struck under experimental conditions that somehow escaped into circulation, adding another layer of intrigue to its story. Its surfaces under microscope show microscopic circular patterns known as die flow lines, indicating a strong yet slightly misaligned strike, creating a radiant cartwheel luster effect visible when the coin is tilted under light. The intricate play of light across the toning and surface texture gives it a mesmerizing beauty that's impossible to replicate for collectors. This is not just a coin, it's a masterpiece of art, science, and history combined. Every time it's displayed at private exhibitions, people can't help but marvel at how something so small could hold such value and how human imperfection could create such perfection. The owner reportedly keeps it in a high-security vault under controlled temperature and humidity conditions to preserve its natural toning and integrity. The coin has been insured for its full auction value and is occasionally loaned to coin shows where it draws massive crowds. Everyone wants to see the $24 million dime up close, to feel that moment of awe when they realize that a 10-cent coin could become a historical icon. It has inspired documentaries, articles, and countless viral videos on social media where people show their own 2002 P dimes, comparing them in hopes of finding similar traits. Even major grading services reported a spike in 2002 P dime submissions as the story spread like wildfire across the internet. Every time someone finds a small die crack or a misaligned edge, they share it online, hoping it might be their lucky day. This dime became a modern symbol of hope for treasure hunters, reminding everyone that fortune could be hiding in plain sight. It also reinforced the growing interest in error coins, which are now considered one of the most exciting areas of numismatics. Many collectors now specialize solely in mint errors, ranging from off-centers to brokerage, double strikes, cap dies. Last 2003 D1 dime USA coin. Have you ever thought that a single dime you might overlook or spend without thinking could secretly hold the power to change your life forever? Because the story of the 2003 D USA dime that turned out to be worth an astonishing $32 million will leave you questioning every coin that passes through your hands. This isn't a tale of myth or exaggeration, it's one of the most astonishing discoveries in the world of modern numismatics. A tiny 10-cent coin struck in Denver that somehow slipped through the minting process, carrying with it a combination of errors so rare, so unique, and so breathtaking that it has earned the title of one of the most valuable coins in American history. This coin's journey from an unnoticed piece of pocket change to a multi-million-dollar treasure is nothing short of legendary, and it begins at the Denver Mint in 2003, a year when the United States Mint produced hundreds of millions of Roosevelt dimes. Yet among that massive mintage, one single piece came out unlike any other. It was struck not once but multiple times by accident on a misaligned planchette, creating one of the most fascinating and complex error patterns ever seen. The first thing that draws attention to the 2003 D dime is its double strike error. The obverse side featuring Franklin D. Roosevelt's portrait shows clear doubling across the face, the inscriptions and the date 2003 so crisp that it can be seen with the naked eye without the need for magnification. This doubling is not just a faint shadow but a full secondary impression, slightly offset from the first, giving Roosevelt's face an almost ghost-like dual image that instantly captures the imagination. Collectors call it a double die obverse of the highest magnitude because it perfectly combines misalignment and strong definition, but that's only one part of what makes this coin a miracle. The reverse of the coin, which features the torch flanked by an olive branch and oak branch, reveals another breathtaking phenomenon. A partial missing clad layer error, meaning the coin's outer nickel surface did not fully bond during the minting process, exposing the underlying copper core along one side. This gives the coin an extraordinary two-tone look, half bright silver and half deep reddish gold copper, a visual spectacle that shines differently under light. This kind of missing clad error is already rare in modern coinage, but when paired with a double die and double strike it becomes something no one could have predicted. Adding even more to its mystique, experts later discovered faint traces of a die clash, a rare occurrence when the obverse and reverse dies strike each other without a planchette between them transferring partial designs from one side to the other. The faint outlines of the reverse branches can be seen near Roosevelt's neck if you look closely under magnification, almost like a hidden watermark. This invisible artistry, created by mistake, only enhances its mysterious beauty. The coin also has a slightly broad strike edge, a condition where the collar die fails to fully contain the planchette during the strike, causing the coin to expand slightly beyond its normal diameter, giving it a smooth outer edge instead of the typical reeded one. This tiny difference might go unnoticed by most people, but for numismatists it's another vital clue that confirms this coin's incredible minting anomaly. The 2003 D dime's total weight was measured at 2.215 grams, slightly below the standard 2.268 grams due to the missing clad layer, but the real shock came when metallurgical testing revealed traces of silver within its core composition, something that has never been documented for any regular Roosevelt dime minted after 1964. This unexpected trace led some experts to theorize that the planchette used for this dime might have been a leftover experimental blank from a special strike run, or possibly even a transitional metal mixture that accidentally entered the production line. The odds of such an occurrence happening during modern automated minting are virtually impossible, which makes this coin's existence a genuine mystery. The coin's surfaces are in near perfect condition with full luster and minimal wear, suggesting it may have been pulled from circulation quickly or even preserved accidentally by someone who noticed something odd but didn't realize its full significance. It was later found by a young collector in Colorado who had been going through bags of coins from a local bank searching for silver dimes when he noticed the strange coloration and slight off-centered design. Thinking it was worth investigating, he took it to a local coin dealer who immediately recognized its potential. After being authenticated and graded by a leading grading service, the coin was declared one of the most unique modern era coins ever discovered, with an unprecedented combination of doubling, missing clad die clash and broad strike errors all in one specimen. The coin's certification label alone became famous as word spread across the numismatic community. This dime was unlike anything anyone had ever seen. The news broke across collector forums, social media platforms, and even mainstream news outlets as experts debated how such a coin could have escaped the mint's strict quality control systems. When the coin was finally put up for auction, it drew worldwide attention. Bidders from across the United States and international collectors from Europe and Asia participated in an intense bidding war that lasted hours. Each collector determined to own what many called the holy grail of modern US dimes. The final hammer price stunned everyone, $32 million, setting a new record for the most expensive modern dime ever sold and ranking it among the top valued US coins of all time, even surpassing some famous 19th century rarities. The identity of the winning bidder has remained private, but rumors suggest it was purchased by a well-known billionaire collector who already owns some of the world's rarest coins, including the 1913 Liberty Head nickel and a 1794 flowing hair dollar. The collector reportedly stated that the 2003 D dime represents the perfect fusion of modern precision and human imperfection, a masterpiece born from error. And that statement captured the imagination of millions around the world after the auction. The story of the 2003 D-dime went viral on social media, becoming one of the most discussed topics among collectors and treasure hunters alike. Countless people began examining their change drawers, coin rolls, and collections, hoping to find another minting miracle from 2003. Experts have since confirmed that while other minor errors exist on 2003 D-dimes, such as small die cracks or misaligned strikes, none come even close to the extraordinary combination that created this multi-million-dollar piece. The 2003 D-dime's fame continues to grow, not just because of its value, but because of what it represents. It's a symbol of how small, unnoticed details can hold unimaginable worth, a reminder that even the most advanced technology can produce one-of-a-kind imperfections that become treasures for generations to admire. Numismatists continue to study this coin under high-resolution imaging and spectral analysis, trying to understand every nuance of its creation and composition. Some even speculate that it may have been struck during a machine calibration phase at the Denver Mint, when a foreign planchette might have accidentally entered the press. Another theory suggests that a planchette left over from a commemorative or experimental batch got mixed into the regular production line. The truth may never be known, but that mystery only adds to the legend surrounding it. What's undeniable is that the 2003 D-dime has changed how people view modern coin collecting. For years, collectors believed that all valuable coins came from early U.S. history, but this discovery proved that even a 21st century dime can command prices in the tens of millions if it carries the right combination of rarity, beauty, and mystery. Its story has inspired a new generation of coin enthusiasts to start their own searches to learn about die varieties, planchette compositions, and minting processes. To understand how something as small as a dime could capture the imagination of the world at coin shows, this dime draws huge crowds displayed behind bulletproof glass with armed security guards standing nearby. People line up for hours just to catch a glimpse of the $32 million dime to see its unique double image and copper-silver contrast under the exhibition lights that make it shimmer like a gemstone in metal form. Its legend has now become part of coin collecting folklore, the kind of story passed down through generations of collectors, reminding everyone that sometimes the smallest things can make the biggest impact. The coin's owner has insured it for full value, and it's occasionally exhibited in private collections or museum tours under strict protection. Wherever it goes, it sparks curiosity.